If y'all missed it on X yesterday, it went down. You know what I'm saying? Tuck versus 105.3 The Fan. And guess what? Hey, I jumped in. I ain't gonna sit here and hold y'all. They tried to jump my brother. I jumped in. But it's all good. We also gonna discuss some free agent things that happened yesterday and what it means moving forward. So let's get into the show. What's going on, Cowboys Nation? It's your boy DMV back with another one. You know, I promise today I'm not gonna be the rant-filled guy that I was yesterday. A couple of things happened. And actually, yesterday, I was on edge pretty much the whole day. So if you guys aren't familiar with what was going on Twitter, there was a Twitter war between my guy Jay Tuck and 105.3 The Fan based on some things that were said on the final word. And it was because of the timing. It was more so anything the timing of the story of the Dak Prescott extortion allegations thing or whatever, right? And 105.3 The Fan responded, and Sean Sharif, pretty much called us podcasters morons. You know what I'm saying?
Get your damn act together.
Podcast, and I say us. I wasn't on the show, but those are my guys. You know, I run with them. I'm on the show with them on Thursdays. I'm gonna be on the show tonight, and I felt offended by that. You know what I'm saying? So you have the timing of the interview, which I didn't like, and then you calling us morons, like, which I had a bigger issue with. I'm a highly educated man. You know what I'm saying? Highly educated. I believe that I put out fairly good content, for the most part. If I'm not going off of a reaction, if I'm saying something, I've looked it up before I come to you guys. So for somebody who is a professional journalist, to come down and call us podcasters, morons, I had an issue with. You know what I mean? Because 105.3 The Fan, used to be one of my favorite pastimes. When I used to work in Baltimore, I listened to them faithfully, especially Sean and RJ. And to look at somebody that you really respect come out of left field with that when they weren't even talking about him, and then they just felt like they needed to jump Jay Tuck, which he handled his own pretty well yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I thought I thought that was out of bounds. You know what I'm saying? And then it makes it look like you guys are in cahoots with, you know what I'm saying, the big bosses. It makes it look like you're protecting them, even if that's not what you were doing. So that's where my problem lies. And that's why I went rogue the way that I did. And as Boss would probably put it, I'm the loose cannon of the group. He can't take me everywhere, bro. He can't take me everywhere. And that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the end of the day, guys know that I'm going to be educated with it, but I'm going to take the energy to the place that you take it to. You know what I'm saying? And doesn't mean that I'm not calculated when I do it. It just means that I'm going to match energy with energy. So if you guys want to know if I'm going off on something, or just know that I didn't start up here. You know what I'm saying? I didn't just start up here. Something led me to get there. You know what I'm saying? So that was my issue with with all of that. You know what I'm saying? Guys that that are my peers and guys that I respect, you called them morons. You called Law Nation a moron, bro. Like, Law Nation speaks for us. Law Nation is, you know what I'm saying, the pinnacle of cowboy podcasting and YouTubing. A professional. You know what I'm saying? And I felt offended by that. So that's where I stand on 105.3 The Fan. As far as what happened yesterday, Washington made some moves. They went out. They got Louvu, the linebacker, the day before. Then they went out and got Bobby Wagner to a 1-year deal yesterday. Shout out to them for you know what I'm saying, find a way to splurge that money. And it leads me to this question. Was the linebacker situation, was that on Dan Quinn or was that on the front office? Because it looks like with Dan Quinn, the first chance he's got, he's gone out and got two of the best linebackers in the game. And I'm not just saying that just because I see names fly off the board, but Bobby Wagner had, I think, 186 tackles last year. Frankie Louvu was one of the top free agent guys that I wanted, that I knew was out of our price list, but he probably was the number one linebacker on the board as far as free agency goes, market wise. So they ended up picking up two of those guys, that's a tone setter. You know what I'm saying? So Washington is they're trying to win now. You can tell they're trying to at least change the guard now as to what they were, which is the doormat. And you can see that they're trying to get tougher. They're trying to change the culture. See, those were culture. Like Bobby Wagner wasn't a future signing. That was a let's change the culture signing, because Bobby Wagner isn't done. You know what I'm saying? Um, Dallas ended up being able to sway Eric Kendricks to come to us, and that is a relief in itself, because I'd be lying if I said that I didn't want a guy like Eric Kendricks, because we need a changing of the guard, a changing of the culture signing as well, and I do believe that that's what that is. Do I think Eric Kendricks is the guy of old? No, I don't think that, but he's somebody in the room who understands the coaching. He understands the scheme. He understands the hard coaching that's about to happen with Mike Zimmer. And he's going to be able to hopefully help translate that to I'm just going to call it our mentally challenged locker room. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where we need to change within the locker room. There are a couple of things that need to change with the culture. But inside the locker room, I think that we need to be a little bit mentally tougher. You know what I'm saying? The reason that I say that is players are so quick to kill fans online for their opinions. You kill us, but what I'm saying, go get the opponents. You know, that's where I'm at with that. I think that Eric Kendricks helps us there. He's veteran eyes in that locker room, and in the linebacker room as well, because that's what we need. We need linebackers. Linebackers matter, as you guys see, and I'm starting. I'm starting a stance. I'm starting some promos, and I got some gear up right now. Running backs matter, and linebackers matter. All right, that's what the NFL is right now. You look at the Final Four teams that I've talked about in other videos. They took care of their linebacker room, and they took care of their running back room. So remember that, guys. Running backs matter, linebackers matter, and we need to take care of those rooms. Tonight we're going to be on the final word draft show, and we're going to talk running backs. And you guys know that's my expertise. I have coined myself the run game consultant, and I hope that you guys are able to tune in tonight, see the running back discussion. We'll probably run some mocks and all that type of stuff. Should be a fun show tonight, so make sure you guys tune in, man. If you guys don't hear from me before then, you know what I'm saying, salute, peace, and I'll holler at y'all.